Legend of Total War here with part 19, I think, of my Total War Attila Let's Play campaign as the Sassanids. Alright, so previously we've been securing our borders, conquering new territories, and we've finally established, over here, a base of operations for military. It's going to be a while before the military infrastructure has been built up, but once it's done, it's going to be great. At least I hope so. Going to be aiming for a lot of elite immortals, because the real challenge of this campaign is going to be defeating the Huns. And so naturally, spearmen and archers are probably the best way of dealing with them. Don't try and bother fighting them with cataphracts, because they won't engage with you and they'll shoot you.
We fight for you, my lord.
Anyway, let's see. So over here, just repair. Don't need this. Keep that. But as we've seen, you can very easily go through the entire campaign just with just the basic levy troops. It's not a problem, and just hire mercenaries wherever needed. You don't need to build a military barracks. What was I doing here? So that could be a food building. How much food have we got here? We got plenty. Alright, if we've got heaps of food here, just build everything then. This place is missing some food. So yeah, over here, just loads and loads of food. Make our money through agriculture. Okay, what are we missing here? Got plenty of food. Got an academy, we don't have a palace. 142 food, anything else? That's all level 4. Yep, go for palace then. Just waiting on more food here, need that extra build slot. I haven't taxed this region. Let me just see here. Yeah, there's not enough food. It's okay, I don't need the taxation. We got plenty of money. And that's on low taxes as well, I think. Yeah. Good. Alright, we'll go through, level everyone up, and then move on to the next turn.
Serve you? How may I serve Persia?
Trying to make our way down to here. All the mid stuff is just trash, for the most part. It's like the beginning stuff here is good, like this one and this one. Then the rest of middle stuff here crap, and then the end stuff's good.
Ready for battle. Ready for orders. Ready for battle.
Since we've been auto-resolving most of the battles, it doesn't really matter what order we get the levels up in. They don't do that much. Very rarely makes the difference between victory and defeat, except when the difference between is like level 1 and level 10. Or if the battle is just really, really close, which is usually not the case. And since we've got the Huns, or the Huns, We've got them liking us at the moment, so as long as they like us and as long as we don't drop our reliability too much, there's no reason for them to attack us. Just get them to continue wiping everyone out. I mean, it kind of sucks. It's better for us to wipe, not to recolonize, but to capture, you know, settlements that have been already grown. But since the Huns are going to burn something down, they might as well burn down our enemy's territory. I'd much prefer them hunt down hordes. Alright, moving on. And despite being allied to us, they still raid our territory. But we make so much cash, we can just throw money at them, and money means nothing to the Huns. Honestly, whether or not they go bankrupt or they've got 100 billion in the bank makes no difference. They get everything for free. And when you have a faction that's that reliant on cheats, it kind of diminishes like the strategic options of what you can do against them. And when we finally go and actually wipe out the Eastern Roman Empire once and for all, that's going to be a big pain. Because they've got so much money and their Imperium hasn't really dropped. And so they can justify having that many armies.
At your command.
Is that a governor? Yeah, okay. Everything's balanced, so that's good. This guy here is a statesman. How old is he? He's 20 years old. Alright, let's give him a position. Where do I need him most? I'll put him up here in Germano-Sarmatia, because I need growth up that way. No, we don't need any more gems. Get the food going. So yeah, what we're going to do with this province here, is not going to really bother with anything in terms of public order. It's just going to be... Actually, this Scriptorium might be okay. Hang on. Didn't I need... I think I need all slots military if we want to get everything. What do you got? Skirmish range here. Get rid of that. So we're going to put... What is it? Horses here to get the extra bonuses out of that. I don't need... Oops. Don't need this. Yeah, sorry. We're not going to build any food here and then just leave it not taxed. It's not going to make any money. And that way the food penalty won't affect it. See, if I was to tax this right now, minus 277 food, yeah, it wouldn't be able to maintain public order. No, we don't need sanitation. Okay, so we got a weaponsmith here. We still need to get the tech that we're working on, so that's going to be fine. What else do we need? Yep, let's get the infantry barracks. So we're going to build all of our military structures right here. It's a good spot for it as well because it's pretty much right in the center of the map. So it's... And it's also right in our frontier, but eventually we'll move the frontier more. Better than building it all the way in the east and have to drag all those motherfuckers all the way across, taking them 50 turns to get there. So the Garamantians, they declared war on us, and they have just done nothing to resist. It's like they invited us just to capture all their territory. We've got 8 regions left. But here's the problem with this province. We only just captured it, And public order is not maintained, so I don't really want to leave it just yet. So maybe I should get a peace treaty with them.
I am here.
No, they won't accept it. I'm sure I can maintain public order and food in this province.
Ready for battle.
Just have to stay here for the time being.
At your command. Ready for orders. Attack!
Gotcha, bitch.
Wipe them out!
Even in a manually resolved battle, the Armenian spears don't do a bad job. They're quite reasonably priced.
Ready for battle.
Okay, I'll have to not tax this province. It's got food issues. Actually, I should convert this.
Ready for orders. At your command.
So yeah, these guys are just stuck here for the foreseeable future. Oh, hang on, we can grab this.
Ready for
Why not? It's probably got a lot to grow. Might as well get it started.
For you, my lord.
Lots of desolate territories out here.
Fight for you, my lord.
Looks like they're about to have a revolt, which is kind of weird, because they'd get all kinds of bonuses. Guess I can't see the breakdown of it, but that's okay. Don't think I'll bother with constructing in other regions. Let's just move on to the next turn.
How may I serve Persia?
Tell you what, getting rid of some of these factions would be good to speed up these end turns. Still a lot of factions left, even though I've caught half of the map. But then again, there's a lot of guys running around as hordes. It's fine. Yeah, so we're not playing the politics game anymore because it was just causing disloyalty. So
Awaiting Persia's
I'm not having
bidding,
any of
my
that.
lord.
Okay, but we do want to have a levy camp here because there's some units that can only be recruited from a minor settlement. I just need to decide whether or not, I want them. Plus, it'll give that extra garrison, Sogdian warriors. Not that I really need that. We may also need to focus a lot on public order buildings because it might be difficult to maintain, considering these things reduce public order. But we'll see how we go. That first. I mean, I've got a public order building here, +9, I guess that helps. Okay, there should be plenty of food here now. Not quite, but I think I can get away with taxing that. Not that I need the money. Doesn't matter, if you can get the money, take it. Only a fool doesn't take money when they can.
My lord.
You know, if you're an emperor.
At your command.
I am no one. I am eager to serve.
Maybe I'll send you down to Sidamus.
We take this settlement for you, my lord. My lord.
How may I serve Persia? My work is done.
I don't know why they declared war on me. Just seems silly.
How may I serve Persia?
It's good, this province is more or less under control.
At your service.
Yeah, I gotta wait for that to finish. Alright, we'll go quickly through the list here, see what I can build, and then move on. So I've got 52 food here. Is that enough to upgrade this? Yeah, because that requires 30. That's all at level 4. Okay, do it. And considering the province is in such good public order, maybe bring you over to Tripolitana. Yeah, Tripolitana. Just seems like such a waste of a building. I just don't need it. There's nothing else there I can build. Everything either consumes food or public order. It's completely balanced as it is. Just gotta wait for tech to finish and then I can replace the academy. Probably for something that's gonna build public order, and then I can justify in that other slot, building something that will consume that public order. But provide some money. Don't I have an iron smelter somewhere else? I don't know. Well, once it's demolished, we can always just check. It says I'm only producing 20, so it must therefore be the only one I've got. Okay, I think we'll have enough food for this because these two buildings here are getting done. Do I even have any trade partners left? Nope. Let's see if I can get any. Probably not. So the Huns are the only ones that actually like me. The Alemans are a bit iffy, plus can't trade with him. Roman Empire.
Speak, for you have my attention as the ear of the most august emperor.
Alright, I don't intend to attack them right now.
How may I serve Persia?
Alright, next, let's see. Just ignore them. Okay, we've got a bunch of build slots here now. So we've already got the infantry quarters done. Obviously no need to build another one. Yep. And then we're going to need two more of these supply ones so that we've got access to armory and also the siege workshop. So yeah, requiring all 5 build slots, but that's all the military that we can build. That's of course just, we don't need the food, it's all the money, it's just for the extra boost in cavalry speed. Then we need to build whatever's going to provide us the most public order. So this provides Zoroastrianism, so maybe I'll get one of those, just to keep everything under control. Actually, no, we can build another one over here. We won't be able to build another one of these here. And this does provide more public order. Because all of these here, they're going to use up a lot of public order. So that's 32, minus 32 right there. I don't think these consume public order. No, they just consume food. So that food consumption is not going to matter. So then we also need to take into consideration that these will provide some public order, but not that much. And that's going to consume public order as well. This is only going to consume food. So this one here really needs a big focus on public order. Okay. We've almost finished all the military techs now. You know, I'd really like to compare the Sassanid onager with the regular ones. I don't know what the difference is. I mean, I could just go check custom battles, I suppose. I might do that after this episode, if I remember, which I always forget to do. Because I've got a million other things to do.
I am no one. I go
Okay, so
Nothing to contemplate death.
looks like they're going to put up some resistance there, and I'm not in any position to go and attack it right now. So I'll just throw some money at them to make them just go away.
Has a collection of dollars parts.
This is going to be expensive. Because I need time to consolidate these territories. There's no point me being at war with them anymore. Oh, they can take that money and just shove it up their ass. What does it matter to me? What I'll do is I'll convert this to the courtyard, whatever, after this is all done, just to bypass it. Academy, okay, so it's missing a palace. We'll soon have enough growth to get another slot there. Let's just double check on the Huns, make sure they're happy. They're reasonably happy with us. Shouldn't be expecting them to attack us anytime soon. There's someone else that's considered stronger than them. The Garamantians are still considered stronger than the Huns, even with only 7 regions. That being said, we didn't really kill many of their armies last time, during that war. Okay, plenty of food here, so not a problem. Yeah, we need the food trader. Okay, I don't think we need to upgrade that right now. I'm not sure if we'll have enough food, because that's going to consume most of... There's no more food incoming. This isn't going to provide more food, so that's going to use up 40. We'll only have 10 left, so yeah, just leave it alone. Okay, academy, so we need a palace here. That'll only consume 20 food. Looks like they've got that covered. So that's where we're getting the dyes from. And then we just need the food building here to upgrade everything else. Okay, so I think this is... There's just enough food for it, but we can hold off on that. The east is not likely to come under attack anytime soon. Don't need to upgrade that stuff. So yeah, time of peace is needed, just while we consolidate these territories and wait for our military barracks and the final few technologies to finish. here. Good. I'm actually thinking that this might actually be better over here, because I only need one of these, and or this might be better over here, because that way I might need the public order building there. We'll see how things manage once everything's been built, and there's no one here to garrison the province. Doesn't seem the Huns are really doing much.
Ready for battle. How may I serve Persia?
Okay, probably just exempt this from taxation. Oh wait, these will be done soon. That'll provide more food. Because yeah, that's minus 10 food because of all that. So yeah, it'll be fine. I'm not going to bother with construction this turn. Once again, just burn through them turns. Quicker we go through the turns, the sooner we'll have these doom stacks. The way it goes with these games, the better your army, something got blown up. The higher your chances are of getting a better result than auto resolve. The lower quality of your army, the higher results you get from auto resolve, generally speaking. Depending on the situation. All I know is that when I send levy spam up against elite troops and auto-resolve and take like hardly any casualties, I know full well that if I fought the battle manually, it wouldn't have gone down that well. Okay, if I tax this now, still doesn't have enough food. It's fine, just let it accumulate more public order. It'll be a little while before we resume hostilities with the Garamantians.
We fight for you, my lord.
Okay, exempt this from taxation as well.
Ready for battle.
Could probably come down here and occupy this. I don't think they need to stay there anymore. You'll end up taking a bit of winter attrition next turn, but that's fine.
Shelter.
Can't just leave them there. Double check the Huns. Make sure they're happy. It's deteriorating a little bit. Our gifts given to the Huns bonus is slowly going away, but I can always give them more gifts. Look how much money I got now. Alright, let's move on. Just burning through these turns. And if I manage to delay the Huns from attacking me long enough, somebody else will take them out. I've never seen the Huns wipe out the entire map. Except when I did it. Because they throw Attila away too many times. And once Attila's gone, that's it, the Huns are finished. More or less. Also, Attila's still mortal in terms of he doesn't live forever. If you just wait until he dies of old age, at age 60 to 70, somewhere around there, that also basically puts an end to the Huns. But that's a long time. You'd probably wait until about 470 AD for that. That's a lot of turns. You can wait that long without, him attacking you. Just have to keep giving him tribute. Because as I've said before, fighting the Huns is pointless. You get nothing out of it. Thing is, it would be good if, like, this is something that I thought would have been really good in Total War. If you could, when you capture a settlement's capital and its treasury, you gain whatever is in their treasury. But obviously, if you did that on legendary difficulty, that would make the game too fucking easy, because the AI obviously gets everything for free and would manage to accumulate so much wealth. And so, since you struggle to make money on legendary difficulty, all you need to do is just go around attacking capitals every now and again, and it'll finance all of your military for generations. Whereas on easy difficulty, it probably wouldn't be the case. Because I just think back to, like, Alexander the Great when he captured Babylon. Captured so much gold he was able to pay for, his armies for the rest of his life. That'll be converted eventually, as long as I remember to do so. I don't know, just be cool to have that kind of depth, I think. I like the depth. Naft throwers. No, don't need them, but whatever. And let's just move on again.
At your service.
Oops. Not a big deal. Doesn't matter if he doesn't. They're not getting into combat. I'm trying to be as peaceful as possible for the time being until we've got our army reforms. Anyway, everyone else has got to worry about the Huns. And since I'm probably the richest faction, I can keep the Huns under my control. Well, not necessarily under my control, but not annoying me. And as I've said before, if the Huns were to be like, no, we're going to attack you no matter what, no matter how much tribute, I'd still be able to beat them. It's just that we will lose some settlements, because they'll go for the least defended ones, and I don't have enough settlements. Don't have enough armies to be able to leave an army in every single settlement. Well, we'd eventually find Attila, hunt him down. I've done it every single time, and then that would just be the end of it. Now, this guy here, of the Quadians, how many armies does he have? I mean, that's not going to tell us, but... Because I'm thinking we should just try and get rid of them.
At your command.
You come stand over here, because this doesn't look like he's in good shape.
You have further orders?
You come stand over here.
At once!
And who hates the Quadians?
Further orders.
Pretty much everyone. But I'll speak to the Western Roman Empire.
Greetings in the name of the Emperor, and so forth. Now,
Probably could have gotten some money off someone, but I don't really care.
Ready for battle.
At your command.
How may I
Hopefully this
serve
gets rid of them
Persia?
completely and forever. So I don't have to deal with them ever again. Did that eliminate them? Good. That's all I wanted to do.
Ready for orders.
Didn't gain
On the
anything from
move,
it.
my lord.
Didn't lose anything either. Alright, going with that. And this will give us access to Elite Immortal, but a part of me actually wants to see what the difference between Immortals and Elite Immortals will be. So maybe just hold off on that for the time being, Because there's no more military structures we need to research. All of them are now available. And let's continue to unlock the civic stuff that we haven't done yet. That's useless to me. That's pretty good though. So yeah, that'll take 5 turns to do those two, and then we'll focus on these. So yeah, the immortals are available there. I want to be able to compare them, see what the difference is, see if it's the usual sort of bullshit where let's just like a bit of a prediction. Could be completely wrong. Let's say the immortals upkeep cost are maybe 600 or 700, and probably the elite immortals could be 1,000 upkeep. Although that could be ridiculous. I don't know. I have no idea. I'd have like 1 or 2 extra melee attack.
Ready for battle.
Alright, let's do a little bit of construction and then move on. Good, with extra food here now, we can justify upgrading these. Okay, I've got enough food for that, but not enough for this. Actually, I might have enough to grab that, but just leave it for the time being. Don't need it. Since we don't have a trade agreement, there's no point upgrading that for the time being. If I was to tax this... Yeah, there's barely any money with minus 324 food. What we'll do is we'll tax it just this turn here, because I'll be interested to see if the minus 20 public order is capped at, minus 20. So I'm missing a bit of food here. Get rid of this ruin. Balance at the moment, maybe just leave it alone. Can we tax this? No. Moving on.
At your command.
How may I serve Persia?
Also, I forgot about something. The military port here is finished.
Yes.
Let's have a look at what we can get. Now, there are still some ships that can be replaced. So we've got the Dromon Double Ballista Marauder, Elite Sassanid Archer Marines. Replace Dromon Ballista Marauder, Elite Sassanid Archer Marines. So double ballista instead of regular ballista marauders. Which one is that?
Awaiting Persia's bidding, my lord.
That would be this one here. Now, I wonder if this reminds me of the Western Roman Empire, where it's got a very similar unit to this, and a unit that I really liked. And I filled my armies full of these, and then I got that technology, and I couldn't recruit these ones anymore. And I couldn't recruit the new ones that are upgraded. I could only upgrade the ones that I started off with. Well, not to start off with, that I recruited before the tech. All right, so let's start raising some navies now, which means you all the way up here. Get your ass over here. Got the money for it, so why not? How are we going to raise our fleets? Thing is, out on the water, the archers really do a good job, as long as you can skirmish well. burn down all the ships. As long as it's also, you know, not... raining. Maybe half and half of these.
Our Lord needs more ships. We need good, strong men. Our Lord needs more ships.
I'm not going to use these guys to primarily take out settlements, but to clear out Byzantines out on the water when the time comes. And I've always found that the artillery battery Dromon shit, just not very accurate. Especially in a large-scale battle, it's too much micromanagement work to try and make them actually... See, there's no point them actually hitting a ship. They have to sink it. If they don't sink it, then there's no point. And if you need 2 or 3 ships to sink one, it's not going to work. Okay, lovely. Moving on.
Awaiting Persia's bidding, my lord.
So now we begin raising, I think, 7 fleets, so that we can gain control of the Mediterranean. And, of course, the islands that are out that way. I've been very reluctant to send armies across the water. It's very dangerous to do it that way. It's always hilarious, though, when the Huns go out on the water. It's just like, just sink them all. Because they can't hire navies. Look at them just sitting around there raiding that region like a bunch of morons. Oh, well, no concern of mine. What do I care? We got so much money, what does it matter? See, the public order here is at +9 despite having 2 armies in the area. There's still a little bit of instability though, and immigrants, that'll eventually go away. Religious differences, don't know if that's going to go away, not entirely.
At your command. Awaiting Persia's bidding, my lord.
Okay, you come over here. You're going to be the first army to recruit the new Doom stack. Oh, I thought I got all of them. Obviously not quite ready yet. I want to go for large onagers.
At your command.
So this settlement here got burnt down probably by the Huns.
Awaiting Persia's bidding, my lord.
So I'll take that.
Ready for battle.
Okay, I think it's time to give the Huns a bit more money.
There is fine meat roasting for you, and wine also. But first, we talk.
Alright, military alliance. That'll also help in the long term, because that'll be extra treaties with them. And now with the military alliance, anyone that I attack, they go to war with as well. Unless I join wars. Still just want to burn through turns. The next load of climate change will be happening soon. I think it happens at 432. Luckily, climate change doesn't really affect me that much in terms of my economy, but it certainly does affect me traversing through snow, because we don't get any winter attrition. It's to a point where basically you can only ever move around in summer and winter. Summer and autumn. Because summer is the only season where there is absolutely no snow anywhere, and autumn has some snow. I think the Huns are actually the only faction that can get immunity to all attrition. Oh yeah, I forgot about you.
We fight for you, my lord.
So you basically just sat there out there in the winter. And we could have been growing this. Oh well. Well, I've got a governor here, so public order will be okay for time as long as he levels up. Wait, didn't we already level him up once? Yeah. Alright, let's see what we can get him here. Okay, that'll help slow down the decline of public order.
How may I serve Persia?
It'd probably be easy enough to just take out the Western Roman Empire now. Looks like they've only got 2 regions left. But I did recently sign a trade agreement with them and I'm making some money off them, so I'll leave it be.
Ready for battle.
Well, in the Huns' Trail of Destruction... Oh, that's actually captured a settlement there. Roman Separatists. How many regions do the Roman Separatists have? Quite a few. Okay, well I don't want to declare war on them. I'll stay out of it for the most part.
We fight for you, my lord. Let them cower before our might.
All good, moving on.
My lord.
I think I forgot one of my priests in Tripolitania. Yeah, there he is.
My lord.
Help us maintain public order here so that we can leave. Resume hostilities with them. Although I suppose we could just wait until we've got access to our best units. It's not going to take that much longer. It's going to be a massive garrison here. So now with weaponsmithing 3, upgrading it's expensive, but we have improved melee attack. I think that's what it does. Either that or weapon damage.
How may I serve Persia?
Was that Venetians there before?
At your command. Ready for orders.
Don't know if they were going for it, but bitch, you're too slow. Ah, right. So yeah, public order -20. It's capped at that. There's not much money happening here, so just accept it. Okay, could probably use a little bit more food here. Alright, so we'll go with that. Plenty of food here. But this whole province here has been built up. So this now it gets converted so that just bypass us having to wait.
How may I serve? I would craft the wall for Persia. Make haste.
Didn't have a spy around here. Or did he die? Might have. Well, whatever. I'll just hire a new one.
How may I serve Persia?
Ready for orders. How may I serve?
Public order here seems reasonably good. It's also not being taxed. Need to move them off to Demidi.
How may I serve Persia?
So yeah, we'll just go in here,
Your
have a
next
quick war,
command,
grab a couple of
my lord.
territories, and then get an easy peace treaty. Moving on.
We fight for you, my lord. Your orders, my lord. Awaiting Persia's
Just in
visit,
time
my
for
lord.
this to be finished.
Ready for orders.
So same order of business here, 10 of these.
Our lord needs more ships. We need good strong men. Our lord needs more ships.
And 9 of those. Okay, since we've got so much money now, let's see if we drop this even further. No public order penalties from taxation. And +4 growth in all regions. But it really does drop my income by quite a bit. How about once we get to 2 million, then I'll drop it down. Just make sure we've got that safety net. Okay, I've also just reached an hour. I know it wasn't a particularly interesting episode, but you know, we're getting towards the doom stacks. If it's one criticism that I'm giving the most, it's always using crappy spammy
Ready
armies.
for orders.
So we're working towards a properly designed army. We've only just managed to finish the technology for all of this stuff now. And so it's just waiting on the construction of these buildings. And once it's done, we can hire any unit that's available to our faction straight from here. And then we'll see how we go from there. Anyway, that's the end of this episode. Oh, hang on. It didn't just autosave. We'll wait until there's an autosave and then we'll end the episode. Fuck me. I need more forces up here.
Awaiting Persia's
Okay, they can actually make it all the way up here.
I am here, then. Speak your words.
Oh, I
and
gotta wait
be
2 more
sure that
turns. Okay, fine. I really don't want to risk any unreliability. Okay, so I can finally build all of these ports up, but that's going to provide, or cause, a little bit of extra public order problems in each of these regions, so I just need to be aware of what the public order is like before doing it. Most of them are pretty good. We don't even need the extra food here. Well, I suppose we will once we've researched this, but I still need marble. I haven't accessed it yet. Wasn't there a marble structure around here somewhere that I was going to exploit and then forgot about? Or was it... Where the fuck is it? There's marble at Arbala. But we can't justify that. Everything's on a knife's edge here. Let's see, where else is there marble? If I use this, I might be able to find it a little bit easier. I can't oh, there's one. I knew there was one in Anatolia. Okay. This region's got a decent public order. And decent food. If I build marble here, which way would we go? This causes a lot of public order problems and provides a lot of money. This gives a little bit of religious conversion, but not so much marble, which doesn't really matter because I'm not going to be able to sell it anyway without a trade agreement. Leaning towards this. Just maybe knock down the sheep barn, because that's only going to provide like 50 food. Alright, I'll just have to remember to do that later. Alright, we'll end turn here, and then we'll end the episode. He needs his authority to keep this province under control.
Is that all, my lord?
Wouldn't mind having a really epic defensive battle in a city against the Huns, provided I've got a doomstack sitting there of like immortals. Be interesting to see how they perform against their troops. I'd say by sometime next episode we will start recruiting the doomstacks. Alright, that's the end of this episode, guys. So like and subscribe. Part 20's next, and don't forget to visit me on Facebook. See you next time, fuckers.